It is time for another YouTube live stream. I'm Zach. Welcome back. Let's play some games. Today we are back in my Cities Skylines 2 city, the city of Troy. It's a Florida-themed city, and today we're going to work on building some custom tram stations. So I hope you guys are ready for this. I'm excited, and I love just hopping into this game and building my city. So here we are in my beautiful city here. It's getting pretty big, I gotta say. It's looking pretty sweet. And yeah, you know what? I don't know. I just gotta say, I just really enjoy city builder games. It's just so much fun to hop in and tinker around with your city and watch. Here, I'll play the simulation. You can just watch people drive around your streets and go from building to building and check on see your budget go up and down. And I just really enjoy city simulation games. And so I'm having a lot of fun. A couple of streams ago, we put in a custom tram network, and you can see some of my trams here in these beautiful tram stops. I put this blazing yellow color down here just so you can see visually where the trams stop, and just to make sure that we're safe, so people know when the tram's going to stop here. This, don't run out into the street here. Just gotta make sure that we're being safe. We do have quite a bit of traffic problems here, but I'm sure that'll sort itself out. I think I could actually tone down the number of trams because they're not that full of people. I mean, they're decently full. But I could probably tone them down a little bit. Maybe save a little bit of money, too. Liam's in chat. How's it going, Liam? What is up? Saying, hey, Zach and everyone else in chat, how's your day going? Did you have a good weekend and Mother's Day? Yeah, it was just Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I was able to hang out with my parents yesterday, just chilling with them on a Sunday, so it's all good. I want today to work on another tram stop around here. We're going to expand out the university a little bit. This whole area, let me just show you guys. This is my university district. It's right in the center of the city. It's this kind of oblong area right next to the freeway that you're not really going to want to build anything really nice right next to the freeway. So I think it kind of makes sense for a university to be here. So this whole thing is a university district. We're not going to build the whole district today. We're just going to expand it a little bit, just focusing on this tram track that runs through here. So we have the one tram stop here, but I want to make another tram stop here and just kind of extend the university. Because right now the university is just this small building here. Just one building and one leisure area. And we need to expand. Eventually the university is going to be this whole area. But yeah, it's time to build a little bit more onto it. And I want to do some cool stuff with the trams. Selyang's in chat. Hey, Selyang. Oh, Liam said, isn't this year going by quick? Yeah, it is. But don't all years do that? I feel like every year it's just like zooms past. Selyang says you should start planning the new downtown with new tram stops. I don't know if I'm going to do any trams downtown. I haven't really thought that far ahead. The downtown, right now, this is our mini downtown, but the real big downtown is going to be over here, and I haven't really started working on that yet. We're going to start working on this in a couple of streams, probably. We're getting close to doing the big downtown builds, which is going to be kind of fun. Before I jump into this tram stop area, though, I want to just kind of do an overview of where we're at in the city. We've been working on this suburban area, and I've been working on detailing. I've got some more of this detailed out, looking pretty nice around here. I still need to do this block here. This is the undetailed block, and this is the detailed block. And the more I do, the better it looks. I mean, this is a nice looking suburb here, and we're going to continue to expand it out here. Last week, we made this beautiful office park, which I just love the way this looks. And I added some flowers and stuff, made it look really nice. I also added these parks here, which I think look really cool. Um, I don't have the paintbrush tool to make. Normally, there's a mod where you can fill in the ground textures. So right now there's two different ground textures between these two parks, which looks a little weird. But I need to install the mod that will allow me to change these. It's like a paintbrush tool, or no, it's a paint bucket tool, and you can just click and change the stone pattern. And maybe I'll come back and change the stone pattern so that they're the same. But right now, without that mod, it's kind of hard. So I just put two of these parks down here. But I think this is kind of a cool entryway. And look, we have people hanging out here in these little parks, which is cool. And oh no, we have oh no. Is that a burning trash can in the park? That is a little sketch. It's definitely a little sketch. I don't know about that. But overall, this is a pretty nice office complex. I like this. So yeah, originally I was just going to have this all low-density residential, but adding little things like this in here just makes it a little bit more complex and interesting. I don't know, it kind of makes this area pop a little bit more. I like it. Selling says, will the new downtown be like the old downtown? No, it'll be a little bit more... It'll have a little bit more flash and zing to it. That's how I'll describe it. Hold on one second. Let me just check my settings. That looks good. I just had to check my sound settings really quick. Okay. So before I hop into that stuff, I just want to do a run through and check my metrics because it's been a while since I've checked them. Just go through and see where we're doing with all of our stuff. We've gained a lot of people. We're at 44,000 people, and we're still growing. And yeah, it's because I keep adding so many nice buildings that it's leveling up my whole city, and more and more people keep moving in, and yeah, it's just 44,000 people. That's more people than I wanted at this point in the city. We're almost up to. I mean, we're not that far away from 60,000 people, which is quite a large city, and we don't really have any high density stuff yet. This is all like medium density over here. So we're like. To have 44,000 people with no high density is pretty crazy to me. Selling says, are you going to use the leisure buildings pack for the new downtown? Yeah, we'll use some of those in the new downtown for sure. Okay, let's start with this. We're going to start by looking at our roads. And ooh, you can see all the parking we have, which is really good. We got lots of parking. That is great. But we are having a little bit of an issue with our roads. You can see a lot of red, a ton of red on our roads, which means the red on the roads means bad road condition. Oh my gosh, these are so bad over here. Yeah, really bad road condition. We have one road maintenance depot. I think it's this over here. Road maintenance depot. Oh, this is a problem. 26% efficiency. Oh. The problem is I have the budget turned way down. Sick employees, -4%. Service budget, -75%. The problem with roads is if you have bad roads, then you'll have more traffic accidents, which will cause more traffic, which will slow your whole city down. So maybe it's time, I mean, I hate doing this, but maybe it's time to bump up our budget on our roads. Let's try to bump this up to 100%. Oh, that's a lot of money. Let's just do this for a while and see what happens. That is a lot of money, though. Oof. Okay, is that going to improve this? Okay, now we're up to 100% efficiency. We're getting some vehicles coming out, which is good. A whole bunch of vehicles coming out. Oh, this is wonderful. Okay, so hopefully these will fix our roads. We can add an upgrade into here, which what does this do? This would allow for 5 more vehicles. I don't know if we need 5 more vehicles. Let's just leave it as it is and just see if that helps. Because I'm spending a lot of money on the budget just for that. So we'll just go with that. Okay, so hopefully that road thing is addressed. Let's look at traffic. Traffic is pretty bad. Hopefully the improved roads will help. Oh gosh, there's traffic everywhere. Why? I mean, it doesn't look like the traffic's that bad. Oh no, this is traffic flow. There's traffic flow and then traffic volume. You can look. So traffic volume is the number of vehicles using the roads. Okay. So we can see the bigger roads have more volume on it, which is the purple. Okay, so that's looking like kind of what I wanted it to look like. And then traffic flow indicates how well vehicles are able to get around. I'm not sure I understand the difference between traffic flow and traffic volume. But I really don't see too many, I mean, it looks like there's a lot of red here, but I don't see too many traffic, like there aren't any traffic icons showing right now. I'm not seeing any traffic issues on these roads. So I'm not exactly sure what this is telling me. I actually think our traffic is pretty good right now. Selling says, or Liam said, I'm missing some of these chats. Selling says you have airplanes flying over the city. Liam says more roundabouts are in order. Selling says you have road and park maintenance depots. If you upgrade, you can turn down the budget. Liam says I don't like the new traffic metric tool. It doesn't really say anything. Selling says it looks bugged out. I think it's saying, I think what it's saying is I think it's giving, let me pull it back up. I think this is giving like I think this is telling you what the likelihood of bad traffic will be, not necessarily whether there is bad traffic. I'm not too sure. But this just always seems suspect to me, that your traffic, so this little graph here, it's at like 60% traffic flow. This never changes. As long as I've played this game, this always stays like this. How could your traffic flow always stay at 60%? Like that I think Selyang is right. It seems a little bit bugged. That no matter what you do, this never changes. Traffic flow is always at like 60%. So I don't know. That's kind of weird. They're still working on this game, man. Not everything works. Okay, electricity, we have tons of exported electricity, so I'm not too worried about that. Does look, we're consuming 75 megawatts and we're producing like almost 800. So yeah, no issues there. In terms of electricity, just as a reminder, we have a, what is this, a geothermal plant here. Uh-oh, did I bug something out? Oh, there, yeah. We have a geothermal plant here, and then we have a coal plant here. Or no, an oil plant. No. Where? Gas plant, that's what we have. We have a gas power plant here and a geothermal plant here. So between those, like two of those two, we're producing 800 megawatts of power, which is crazy. We also have a couple of windmills scattered about, but they aren't really doing all that much. Let's look at our water. Water is like pretty much right on the money in terms of where we want things to be. So water is pretty good. Are we still pouring, yeah, we're still pouring sewage out of here, but we have most of these turned off. We just have one sewage outlet and the rest of the sewage is being processed. Yeah, we had sewage outlets here, but they're all turned off. So we just have one sewage outlet and the rest is being processed internally. At some point, we'll need to do a big sewage processing plant, but I'm not up there yet. I'm not ready to do that yet. The thing with the sewage processing plant that a lot of people don't realize is the sewage processing turns the sewage into garbage. So if you build the sewage processing plant, you have to build a bigger garbage dump to process the sewage. So that's kind of crazy. Let's look at healthcare. We have 245 sick with a capacity of 810. That's a little crazy. I don't realize we have so many sick people. Yeah, it looks like I am seeing a bunch of sick people. I'm seeing a lot of, okay, what is this? Okay, this is citizen health. The citizen health is not great. It's like yellow everywhere. How do you improve citizen health? Average citizen health is 56%. It says availability of medical treatment and the number of sick and injured in the city, as well as the average health across all citizens, as well as the number of citizens. Providing sufficient health care improves citizens' lives and allows them to... How do you improve citizen health? I'm betting it's like special buildings. I know like the elementary school. I think the elementary school can improve your health. No, that doesn't do anything. What about this elementary school? No, that doesn't do anything. What about the welfare office? No, there's no add-ons for that. That just increases well-being. What increases health? Liam says that's just like saying the likelihood of your rain in your city is 40%. Oh, he's talking about the traffic. Liam says, I get a lot of money by electric and water trade. That's how I balance out my budget. Why are they sick? Is it ground pollution or sound pollution? Didn't you take pollution off? I turned pollution back on. I did take it off initially, but I put it back on, and because I wanted to see if what it was doing. And in one of the recent updates, they kind of toned down pollution in the simulation, so the pollution doesn't expand out as much as it used to. So even though I have all of this stuff, pollution is not that bad in my city. But yeah, I have pollution back on. But I don't know what to do to improve this percentage here. 56% health. What's my budget for healthcare? It's at 84%. I don't think this affects the service efficiency though. It doesn't affect my city's health. Maybe there's specific buildings you put on that improves this. You know, like there's like isn't there like a medical university or something? I bet there's like a university add-on that improves health. Liam says check pollution. Yeah, but pollution wouldn't affect the entire city. Look at like the entire city is yellow. That is yellow is here. It means my citizen health is at 50% for the entire city. Pollution isn't going to do that. Let's click on the hospital. Yeah, that just gives this upgrade just gives extra patient capacity. There has to be a building or something that improves that. Okay, so our health is yellow. What about coverage? Coverage is pretty decent. Like down here, look at that coverage. It's all green. Coverage over here is green. This area is not too great, but that's the mobile home park, so we don't need coverage at the mobile home park. This area is bad, but that's okay. That's supposed to be a low desirable area anyway. So I'm happy with this. I mean, lots of green. Not everything's going to be perfect. The oil fields is really bad coverage, but it's the oil fields, so who cares? Okay, let's move on to garbage. Everybody is green with garbage, so that is great. I could probably even tone down my budget on some of this. I did want to check the garbage, though. How is this? Is this full? This has like half full, this landfill. I do want to start getting rid of this. Let me start emptying. I'm going to start emptying this, and hopefully they will take their garbage over to, we have a garbage processing plant. No, we have a recycling center here. Yeah, this is all we got. Just a recycling center. But hopefully, I do want to remove this, and eventually I want to remove this one down here too. How full is this? It's like half full as well. And then I have another garbage dump way over here. How full is this? That's a lot full. Well, we'll see how it goes. I really need to build an incinerator. I'm saving this spot here for this incinerator. This is supposed to be where the incinerator goes, but it's very expensive. How much is this incinerator? $1 million and $100,000 a month to upkeep. So this is very expensive, but this is going to go right here. We're almost to this point to build this. Not quite yet, though. Liam says, achieving high average health requires a holistic approach combining adequate healthcare facilities, effective policies, pollution control, and the provision of amenities that promote well-being. Let's see if there's a policy that deals with health. City promote advanced pollution management. This does industrial filters reduce air and ground pollution in industrial zones but produces more garbage? No, I don't want more garbage. Import city services? No, that will shoot your budget way up. This helps with crime. Taxis. Oh, I need to bump my taxi fare way up. Why was that so low? Okay, what's next? Fire and rescue. Okay, so last stream we built the fire helicopter depot and it's been working. I've been seeing these helicopters fly out over the city, which has been great. Overall, the whole city is like orange though. Why is that? That's fire hazard. So the whole city says that it's pretty medium fire hazard. Or it's 63% fire hazard. Why is that so high? Is that a function of the budget? Yeah, my budget. This might help. I'm going to bump this up to 70%. Holy cow. Yeah, see, that helps. So maybe that will change for the healthcare too. Let's go back over to the healthcare because that went from orange to yellow, just boosting that up. So if we go back over to healthcare, you go back over to citizen health. So everything is yellow. Let's just see what the budget will do to this. So we're seeing, you can look at this yellow bit up here at the top. We're going to go back to healthcare. Oh, it's already at 84%. If we bump this up to 100, what does that do? Nothing. It does nothing. Okay, well, this is going back down to 80 then. Okay, well, it helped with the fire. Is something burning down? What? Oh, no, it's a car accident. Oh, no, this is a horrible car accident. What? What? Oh, this is a disaster. It's all because this car burned down. Ugh. Well, hopefully it sorts itself out. I did just upgrade the road, so hopefully we'll have less car crashes. Okay, disaster control. I don't think I have any disasters. Do I? What is this? Why is this red like this? Shelter availability? Oh no, that's building damage. This is saying there's these buildings are damaged. They must have been on like fire or something. That's interesting. So I guess there's like a accumulated damage that happens. Maybe these got on fire and they accumulated some damage, and I need to I must need to repair some of these buildings. Ooh, some of these are in quite bad shape. Okay, I don't have an emergency management thing. I'm going to have to build a fire. You need a fire department, which I don't have a big enough fire department to have emergency management. So I'll have to come back to this, but I didn't realize this was a thing. I also don't have any. Oh, this is nice. You can see destroyed buildings. I don't have any destroyed buildings. Everything's red because I have no emergency shelters. I haven't done anything with that. Okay, let's look at police. Police. Let's look at crime probability. This is actually pretty good, I feel. We got a lot of green. We have some red and things, but it's not going to be, you're not going to have everything perfect. Okay, so this looks pretty good to me. Police coverage is green. That's pretty good. We did bump up our police budget. So our police budget is pretty good, I think. Yeah, it's at 100%. Let's look at administration. Here's citizen well-being, which is essentially happiness. So we got lots of happy people. And then welfare coverage is the networks, which we don't have very good welfare coverage. We have good welfare coverage around here and around here because those are our two welfare buildings. So we could probably do with another welfare building in this area here. Let's take a look and see what welfare buildings we have, because we actually have quite a lot. City Hall. Now, we don't need a City Hall building. What we need is these welfare buildings. This one looks really nice. It's a little bit, it's pretty big, though. This might be nice in this area. I think it would be nice off this main road. Okay, what else? Okay, there's a big one. This is a smaller one. This might fit in nicer here because it's a more of a suburban neighborhood. I would like to have it off of this main road here. Let's put this in right here. I might move it around a little bit later. But yeah, this looks pretty adorable, actually. Just a nice little welfare office. So this will just be bringing in support for the area. This is from the Japan pack, by the way. So now we got welfare in this whole region throughout here. This is great. Okay, what about education? We looked at education not that long ago. No, high school is in the orange. That's the first time that's happened. We really only have this high school in the city, which is a big one. It's not full yet, though. But I have left this empty so I could throw in another big building over here. So we have gymnasium. No, small classroom. I want a large classroom. Yeah, like we could throw this in like right here. Library. Throws a library. What does the library do? Increases the graduation success of students. Ooh, yeah, let's throw that in there. We'll throw that in there, and then we'll also throw in a large classroom. But I have stuff here. Yeah, I had this like... I had this separated off as if this was like a construction zone or something. So let's just bulldoze this really quick. And bulldoze this surface. Then we'll click this again. We'll throw in a large classroom building. I think right there. And we even have room to do a second large classroom building right over here. But that added a ton of room. So that's enough for right now, I think. This is such a cool looking high school though, isn't it? I love this whole high school complex here. And is this yeah, there's a little elementary school here too, which is nice. Oh, we do have another high school over in Gator Gulch. I forgot about that. There is one way over here. How's this one doing? Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, this one has room in it too. Okay, but back to our metrics. So now everything is in the green, which is good. We could probably do some more elementary school, but I think it's fine for now. Okay, transportation, we're not going to go over right now. Postal service, I got post office boxes everywhere. This is looking really good. I did notice, though, we don't have the post sorting facility in here yet. And it's very expensive. But I was watching a video the other day explaining the postal service process. And one thing that they were saying is the post sorting facility allows you to send mail within the city. If you don't have the post sorting facility, you can only send mail outside of the city, which is crazy to me. I didn't know that. So we really do need to put this in here because I bet if you can't send the mail within the city, I bet it just starts to pile up. Yeah, but overall, everything is like looking green and looking pretty good. We got some red over here, which is not good. But I think the post-sorting facility will probably help. And we got this big open space right here. This might be a good spot for it. We do need to unlock our progression. Let's go look and see where that is. Post-sorting facility, we got enough points. That is good. We'll unlock that. And let's find a spot to put it in right here. Yeah, this is going to be like perfect. So maybe what we can do is have a road come off right here and then maybe connect it to these different places. Maybe we'll connect it down here. Yes, let's throw in a road right here. Okay, and then we'll run it like up this way. Like that, and then we'll run a road out of here. Maybe we'll cut this off right there. Do some nice, pretty curves with our roads. Something like that. No, I don't like how that curve turned out. There, that looks much nicer. And then we can even connect this dirt road right into that other road. Just like that. And then we can stick it in probably, let's see, where does it fit? Post-sorting facility. So maybe right here. I love this building. Oh, it's so cool looking. I love it. Okay, so what is this? Mail is sorted more accurately. Results increased sorting speed. Increased space. Oh, this is more trucks. That's another like wing. That's cool. This is extended storage. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm going to need to leave space for more storage buildings. We could even have storage buildings across the way here. This would be perfect. Okay, so I'll have to remember to leave space around this to expand it. But I'm sure this is fine for right now. Okay, so that's a nice new addition there. And it's very central to the city, so this is probably a pretty good spot for it. It's pretty close to the freeway. So I'm happy with that. What about telecom? Telecom is the radio towers. My telecom is not great in this city, but I think it's good enough for now. But it's all pretty much yellow. This might be a function of the budget too. What's my budget? No, budget's at 100%. So it really is a matter of like getting better. Probably, there are like better antennas you can put in here, which I probably need to start thinking about. Okay, so that's a lot for now. We're not going to go through the other stuff here, like pollution and everything, because I'm not having any problems with any of that. TCC is in chat. Hey, welcome to the stream, man. How's it going? I missed a bunch of chats here. Let me catch up. Liam says do a smoking ban. Student healthcare, hospitals, clinics, do upgrades. Real life isn't perfect. Selling says put it by the corner. Liam says it's a high school complex. Selling says does the gym have an upgrade? TCC is saying hey. Liam says hey Tim, who are you calling a geek or a freak? I'm a nerd. Oh, Liam, did you see the article I posted on Discord today? I found this article that says the #1 baby name in America is Liam. And it's been the #1 name for like 6 years now. Isn't that crazy? Liam, you got a popular name. Liam is saying 70 days to my next cruise. Man, I am jealous. I have always wanted to go on a cruise. Never been on one. I'm so jealous of you guys who get to go on cruises because they sound like so much fun. I looked into some of them, and the ones I was looking at were really expensive. I was like, I can't afford this. Liam says, connectivity, I love it. TCC says, mine won't be until next year. Liam says, does the tram stops yet, or did I miss it? No, I haven't done it yet. Selling says, maybe you could build a new post-sorting facility by the future airport. I haven't even thought about where I'm building the airport yet. I haven't even thought about it. TCC says, well, I'm broke and unemployed. Liam says, I saw that Liam is a cool name. Oh, he saw the news story. Awesome. TCC says, do it. Start small first, Zach. You saying I should go on a cruise? I should. Okay, what's next? You know what? I did want to do, before we jump to the tram, I do want to do one more thing over here in the suburban area. I wanted to put in an apartment complex because this is going to be more I can't speak. More low-density residential houses in this whole area. But I did want to make sure I put in an apartment complex just to mix things up. We always need more. Or we have demand for everything right now. But yeah, I think that would be good to throw in an apartment complex. And I think it would be nice to put one over here next to our big baseball park. I think that would be a good thing, right next to the school. So you got the school, you got the park. How full is this? We still got lots of room for people here. So let's start by actually moving this over. We're going to use move it. Grab this. Move it over here. And actually, I love this pool. What's the upgrades on here? Oh, just the classroom. I was thinking of stealing this pool here. Can I grab this? No. Oh, I think I can. No, it won't let me. Let me look for pool. Because if we have an apartment complex, I would like to put a pool in there. Oh, you can. This is the Japanese. Look at this. You can rebuild the Japanese. This is the Japanese elementary school. You can rebuild a pool from the Japanese elementary school. It's a cool looking pool, but I don't know if I'm going to use it because it's like right next to here, obviously. So it's going to be pretty obvious. But that's really the only option. I thought there was oh no, we have this community pool. This looks pretty similar. Have I put this elsewhere in the city? I don't think so. This is a really nice asset. We might use that. Okay. let's look at different apartments. So I did see one. There's a really cool apartment as part of the Southwest pack. Southwest, if we go to residential, medium density, level, let's go to building level 5. Where is it? This one. Oh, where did it go? Oh, this one. Look at this cool apartment building. Doesn't that look so cool? It looks very, I think it would fit in really well in this whole area. I just love it. I think that's so cool looking. Although I'm thinking maybe we put it like over this way. Okay, we're gonna put it over here for now. I'm gonna filter through the different colors I can do because I want that more traditional color. It's kind of like a whitish color. That's kind of nice. A little bit more. I love that there's all these different options. I like this more like Adobe looking color. We're gonna go with this. You got the red roofs, kind of the tan colored paint. I think that looks pretty nice. So this is the level 5. This comes in the level 1, a level 3, and a level 5 version. So we're going to filter down and see what the different versions look like. See, this is the same thing, but it's a little bit smaller. Actually, we might go all the way down to level 1. What's the level 1 look like? Yeah, so if we did something like this. Yeah, that looks really cool. I like it. Okay, hold on. All right, so let's run a road. We could actually run out a road right out from here. Have to move these around a little bit. I don't know if we're gonna have enough space to do what I want to do. We'll just move this a little bit more. It gives us some more space. Yeah, because if I can take this, we're gonna use the parking lot roads. There's these beautiful parking lot roads. What are the alley ones? Angled parking alley. Okay, we'll come straight off of here. Yeah, look at this. So this will give us parking for our apartment buildings. So we go out like this, just like that, and then we'll have another road coming off of here. Oh, this is perfect. We can come right down into here. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. So we're starting to get like a road layout going here. Let's go ahead and grab that swimming pool asset. Where was that? Community pool. Let's throw in a pool, like they have their own like pool complex. So we'll throw it in like right here. And then we can throw apartment buildings all around this. This is going to be like the nicest apartment complex. We'll grab this guy. We'll throw it in over here. And then we'll throw in another one over here. We can actually like have a bunch of these. Something like that. You know what I might do? Actually, let me destroy this. Let's have two of the big ones in the center. So we have, yeah, so we have this big one here. And then this guy, we can spin around. And move it up along here. Is that lined up? That looks lined up to me. Yeah, that looks cool. These guys have their own little pools. I don't know if I like that. If we have this big pool, I don't know if we should let these guys have these little pools. Let's use Better Bulldozer and just remove these little tiny pools. They can go to the big pool if they want a pool. But what we can also do is we'll grab this guy. So these guys are already the same color. But let's grab our paintbrush tool, and we can just paint all of these the same color. Look at that! And so we have our own little complex here. Doesn't that look cool? I love it. And so we'll put like palm trees and stuff in here. We'll probably put like some picnic tables, like a little seating area in here. And it just is a nice, cool apartment complex. What do you think? I think that's a 10 out of 10 complex right there. Although for some reason, oh, okay, their complaining went away, which is good. This took away my medium density residential demand, though. We probably didn't need that many buildings, but we got them. Yeah, so I think this to me fits in really well to like this residential zone. So it's right next to the park, and we're going to wrap around this more of this low density residential. In fact, while we're here, why don't we throw in some more of these streets? Yeah, let me just throw some more of these in here. TCC, here we're talking about cruises. Selling says all cruises are expensive. TCC says not all of them are expensive, depends on the cruise line. Liam says, is 2025, we're supposed to be on a world tour, or has it been pushed out to 2030? I am still working on doing a world tour in 2025. We are on the 5th month of the year, so I have 7 months to figure out how to make it happen, Liam. I'm working on it, though. Yeah. No, but I haven't figured out how to make it happen. But I don't know. We have 7 months to go. We'll see if my world tour happens. I've been talking for years, guys. I wanted to do a world tour in 2025. I've actually never left the country before. Never. It's crazy. I live right on the border of Mexico. Never crossed the border. Never left the country. I do have a passport. I got my passport renewed this year in preparation of doing World Tour 2025. So maybe it'll happen. I don't know. I'm working on it. Liam says, I'm trying to do 3 to 4 cruises a year. That's a lot. Selling says, maybe with mods you can. There are more pools in the list with pools and ladders. Liam says, have you watched anything good lately? I've been watching Doctor Who and Watson and Black Mirror and new Matlock. I watched the first episode of the new Matlock. I was a little disappointed with it. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't watched anything since the first episode. I've just been watching, I've been watching YouTube stuff, of course, and gaming videos and stuff, of course. But in terms of TV shows, I've just been watching old Perry Mason episodes. That's kind of like my thing I'm really into right now. I just love watching these old 50s black and white shows because it's like you're getting this glimpse into this old world, and it's shot in Los Angeles. And Los Angeles in the 50s was like the heyday of Los Angeles. Like all the buildings are new, everything's nice. If you go to Los Angeles nowadays, it is a dump. That city is a dump. But like back in the 50s, it was beautiful and nice. And so like I love watching these like old shows, and I'm like, oh, it's so beautiful. But it's not like that anymore. I don't know. I'm just enjoying it. And the other thing about the Perry Mason shows is everyone's always dressed so nice. I love like that the 50s fashion where the men are wearing suits and the women are wearing dresses, and everyone is just dressed so nice. It's just enjoyable to see. Nowadays, everyone dresses in t-shirts all the time. And I do too. I mean, I wear t-shirts and stuff too, but you know, it's just nice to watch those 50s shows. That's all I'm saying. Let's throw in some of these roads while we're here. So we have these bigger roads. Yeah, I don't think any of these would be big roads throughout here. I think they'd be the regular size roads. So let's just throw in like another road that would cut across here, probably. Maybe all the way across. Let's go to here and then curve it in. Something like that. And then these, of course, could curve across to come across to here. I don't know where this would go. Maybe this would just end in a cul-de-sac. Now, let me think I'll have to think about this. Maybe this will be a nice big cul-de-sac. Maybe even do like a fancy cul-de-sac or something. Look at that. Little fancy cul-de-sac. Maybe there's some nice houses over here. And then, of course, we need a nice, lovely road along the waterfront. These are going to have to be some nice houses along here. So if we do maybe like a curvy road like this. Just nice along the river. It'll curve in. It'll go from the 2-lane to the 4-lane right there. So this would be like a little bit of a nicer neighborhood here. And I think we'll continue. We use the southwest houses here, and I think we'll continue that. These were level 3 southwest houses, and I don't exactly know what the difference is between the different types of houses. If we go back down to low buildings, southwest, building level 1. What's the difference here? Oh, they are different. They're quite a bit different. Like these are like one story, and these are pretty much all two-story. Oh, that's cool. I love that. So you got one-story houses, two-story houses. What does the level 5 look like? These look more similar to the level 3. They look pretty similar. I'm not exactly sure what the differences are. Maybe, yeah, they do. They look a little bit fancier. You can see there's a little bit more gables to them. Gables mean like fancy roof things on the roof. So yeah, they do look a little bit fancier. Okay. Yeah, so what we might do is we might say, you know, this would be like the level 1 houses here, and then as we get towards the waterfront, these would be like the level 5 houses. We could do something like that and just like vary up the, you know, keep this whole thing Southwest style houses, but vary it up a little bit so that each of these sections have different levels to it. I think that'll look pretty nice. Okay, I'm not going to plop all these down on stream here right now, though. Liam says, he's talking about Matlock. He says, try getting past the first episodes. I like Kathy Bates, though. Yeah, she was really good. Liam says, make it a key road by the river. Yeah, you're right. I should make that a key road, but I don't want to spend any time on this. We've been doing this for an hour. We haven't done anything on the tram road, so I want to work on this a little bit here. My custom tram stop. So here's my thought. Is, you know, this is my university district here. We do need employment. We have 13% unemployment, which is not bad, but it's not great either. I would like this to be lower, which means we need more jobs. I really don't have a lot of office in this city. Now, I don't have a huge demand for office. We obviously built the office park down here in the last stream. We have an office building here. We have some office down the main road here, but that's it. I mean, we got one building here, one building here. I mean, there just really isn't a whole lot of office. So I think office is definitely what we should put in here. We don't have a huge demand for it, but I think in terms of a city, I like the idea of building an office incubation kind of zone next to the university. Because if you think of a university, you got all these students, you got people graduating, looking for their first jobs. It just makes sense to me that you would have, like, maybe build some office buildings next to the university to kind of help encourage that kind of research and development. You know, there's partnerships with the university to like utilize their students, utilize the research, utilize some of the technology, and at the same time grow these new businesses. I think that would be perfect. So let's build an office park right next to this tram, and we'll put a second tram stop here so that people who live in the downtown here, it'll be easy for them to like come to work or go to the university or whatever they want to do. And we'll have this cool, like, vibrant community right here. And this is going to become more like dorms, I'm guessing. These, like, tall buildings here. Gosh, this is still level 1? Gosh, this is not a great area, is it? Well, I think what we need to do is upgrade this road for starters. So let's pause this. We're going to bump this up to a 4-lane road. Make sure anarchy is on so I don't delete all these buildings. Okay, so we're 4-lane all the way through here. Let's use some move it magic to grab all of these buildings and move them all back. Grab them all, select, and move. Okay, so they're all moved back. And then we're going to take this road and continue it on out here. And I'm going to want to come up here. How big are these buildings? Like if I threw in... See, there's no zoning here. So I'm going to need to put a road up here just to get zoning in. How big is a 3x3 building? Okay, so maybe having a road right where this kind of thing is. So let's expand out the terrain just a little bit more. Something like that. Do the same thing on this side. And what I think we're going to do is have a crossing right here. What does that look like? Okay, so this is, it's flat, and then it goes down in a grade here, and then flattens out again here. That's kind of what I want, I'm thinking. Maybe we can do key walls on the sides here. Just curved a little bit. Let's make sure that that is set to this height here. Okay. This kind of like is a weird like swoopy kind of thing. What is going on here? Can I page this up in the middle here for a more... I might just have to redraw this in again. It's being weird. Okay, we're going to go from here down to here with constant slope. Oh, that looks so much better. So much better. Okay, so let's put key walls on this now. Okay, so nice slope up there. And then we'll put a little road all along the side here. So it goes straight out this way. On this side, and then straight out this way on this side. Okay. That's looking great. And then let's take the key walls off of here. Or no, we could leave them on. We can leave them on. Let's go ahead and extend the road out on the other side. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, we'll run it up back here. Okay, so now we have roads, and we can have the buildings face off of these side roads here. Okay, great. Then what we can do is we can make this be the custom tram stop, like right through here, so people can then come and stop these buildings. All right, so I think office buildings in this game are some of the best looking buildings. I'm really excited about this. So if I'm putting in office buildings, this is just going to look really cool. And if you can just go to this signature buildings tab, go to offices, and there's like a whole bunch of different really cool options. None of these are unlocked. Shoot. Well, let's use Find It then. Find It. We'll go over here. We'll go select all of them. What I want is the signature buildings. And we got all these offices. Okay, so I don't want anything too big. Like some of these are like massive. Like this is too big. This is too big. What I would like to use is I do like this building. This is called Coder Park. And it seems to me like this is something you would see in a setup like this. I'm thinking, though, it's a really cool looking building. I think I'd like it facing this way, though. Yeah, maybe like right here. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cool? That looks so cool. I love this building. So signature building there. What else do we got? This one's pretty cool. See, this is like a good size. In Caserium, this is a little bit large. Local office building, that's kind of small. It's pretty large. I thought we had some more options than this. No, I guess that's pretty much it. So maybe this would be a good spot right there. What does that look like? That's a pretty cool looking building. It's we'd have to put something on the side though. That is very cool looking though. I'm not sure if that fits in though. Okay, let's do this. This one's pretty large. Yeah, that's a nice size. Look at that. Ooh, that fits in nice. Okay, so that is looking good. That's too big. Too small. I mean, maybe something like this would work. It is a bit large, though. That is larger than I wanted. Oh, you know what? This is perfect, though. This is the EE office building. Yeah, because this leaves us this nice space that we can put for our tram stop. That's too big. Too big. Too small. Oh, this is cool. That's way too big. It's way too big. All right, let's throw this one in there. See how that looks. I love that. I love that. That's so cool looking. Perfect. Okay. So I feel like this needs to move over just a touch. So let's flatten this out just a touch so we can move it over just a little bit. Yeah, something like that. Move this over just a little bit. Yeah, this is working really nicely. And then I do think we need some kind of parking garage situation thing going on here. So let's look at our parking garages that we got. We could do something like this. That probably makes the most sense. Thinking over here. I kind of mistakenly clicked there, but that looks pretty good actually. Actually, I'm thinking that's pretty decent. But we'd have to run it into here, which means I need to move it just a little bit. Yeah, I'm liking the look of that. I think that's pretty cool looking. Yeah, we'll probably need to adjust this down here, and I'll probably throw in some residential buildings down here to, because the university needs more dorms, I'm feeling. Like, if they have students over here, they would need a lot of, like, dorm-style housing, which we don't really have over here. So I'm thinking, like, these would be dorms in here. But I'm going to have to think a little bit of how I want to do that. Let's throw in the tram stop, though. So obviously, I think we'll do some pavement around here for starters. Liam says the building looks white and blue. Is that building part of a complex of buildings? Some cities has that one oversized building. I've never used this building before. Twain Tower. I really like this. I think it looks really cool. Okay, so let's use our surface painter. Let's grab some cool tiles. And my surface painter's been acting kind of weird, so I don't know if this is actually going to work, but we're going to see what we can do here. Ugh! What is that? Oh, that is the tile. It's like this reddish color. Or this orangish color. I don't know if I like that. I'm like, yeah. Let's use... Let's use this surface. See, this is why I need the paint bucket mod, because then I could just click in there and change that. I was using the paint bucket. What does this look like? Yeah, something like that's fine. Something like that. It's pretty cool. Let's go back to our surface tool and drag this out. So we have this nice kind of courtyard area like that. And then we can decorate it out a little bit. We could throw in some pergolas. Oh wow, there's lots of different options here. What are these? They got like little canopies in them. Yeah, let's just use something like this. You can throw in I'm thinking we do the stop here. And then we kind of line this up. We could use fence mode. Line it up like this. Why are they not lined up? Oh, I put too many in here. Okay, let's go ahead and grab one of these. We will copy this color and put it on all of these. And then we can move it. Just grab all these kind of, oh no! It grabbed the cement. How do I, oh, we can do filters so we don't grab surfaces. That's what we'll do. Perfect. Because this lined up, it's not quite lined up. Okay, that looks better. Okay, there's one too many of these. Okay, beautiful. Let's throw in a nice little fountain. See if there's a fountain I haven't used before. Yeah, lots of cool fountains in here. I don't think I've used this one before. It's kind of cool. Fountain Plaza. Oh, wow, that's huge. Oh, this is nice. It's just a nice large circular fountain. We could do this giant one. I don't think I've used this one yet. Yeah, let's use this one. This is really fancy looking. I haven't used this yet. Maybe, ooh, you know what? Let's put it at the entryway here. Do something like this. Right on the entryway. Nice big fountain. And then what we could do is we could even say that maybe there's like a little restaurant here for people passing by. So let's throw in some tables. Tables, maybe like a table set. Let's say something like this. Yeah, there's no like door here, but maybe we can just pretend there's a door here. We could say that this is a little teeny restaurant over here. And rotate these a little bit to give a little bit of variation. And then let's throw in some umbrellas. Oh, they're not called umbrellas. What are they called? Umbrellas canopy? Let me see if you'll find one. I don't know what they're called. There's obviously umbrellas in this game, but what are they called? Parasol. That's what they're called. Let's use the square ones. I like the square ones. So we have some nice bright yellow parasols. Throw them all around. Not every table will have one, but most of them will. Oop, I put double. So you got a nice little restaurant in here. So maybe I'll do a little bit more detailing up at this little plaza, and we'll add some like bushes and planters and stuff like that. But I think that that looks pretty kind of cool. Actually, something I could do really quick is you don't want people driving into a plaza like this. So one thing I like to do is to make sure that to stop that is to put the planters along the edge of the road. And where are... There's a whole thing for planters. If we use our line tool like this, that is too close together. Why is these not? Oh, because it's fence mode. So something like this kind of works as bollards. So I think the game does have bollards in it, but I just think that this looks nicer and accomplishes the same thing. Look at this, we just have all these pretty flowers. Yeah, that looks great. So I'm going to continue detailing this up, probably off stream, but we need to now put in the tram stop. So we got our tram going through here already. If you go back to our tram, let's go ahead and add some stops in right here. So right in the middle, we'll add one here, and we'll add one here. And we'll grab this, And we will put this, come on. Put a stop there. Put a stop there. Boom. And we got ourselves a custom tram stop. What do you guys think? I think this is super cool. I don't know if I'm in love with this blue color anymore. It's a little bright. Maybe we come over here, we tone it down just a little bit. That's making it worse. It's getting worse. That's not bad. That's better. I'm really loving that. So this is okay. So just to recap, this is our university area, and our university area is growing, and we've now added an office park as kind of part of our university campus. And we're going to add dorms down here, like more residential medium density down here as dorms for the students. Yeah, but this university is turning into a pretty hot complex here. I'm liking it. Liam says, follow the yellow brick road. No, we got rid of the yellow bricks. Liam says, you need trees. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, we should add some trees. We could add some, go back into here. If we add some planters, like these planters. Expand them out a little bit more. So maybe if we did like some planters here and some more on this side, and same kind of thing over here. We'll need to move these around a little bit. Move it, grab these, kind of line these up. So I'm putting the planters in because then we can put trees on top of the planters. And I think it'll look pretty cool. What kind of trees do we got? What kind of trees? Hickories? Hickories would be pretty nice. They're a little bit large. What about... might be these. This is the laurel fig tree. You can put little fig trees in here. Good suggestion, Liam. There's a little bit of greenery into this whole area. I think those look really nice. All right, I would love to see the tram pull in through here. V5 is in chat saying, hey all, just got back from work. Hey V5, how's it going? Liam says the area looks great. Research and development area. Oh, here comes the tram. The tram is coming in. Look at that. It's so perfect. I love it. Yeah, so I'll need to do a little bit of adjustment with this whole area here. Honestly, I'll probably just delete all of this and redo it. I mean, it's a little janky. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I like this bit over here. We have these nice kind of apartment buildings over here beside the freeway. This just looks kind of funky. I don't know. I'll probably redo all of this. Anyway, I think that is a pretty good place to end it for today's stream. Liam says, good thumbnail. Thanks, man. All right. Yeah, that's going to be it from me for today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. We're going to continue building out the city in future streams and hopefully some more cool things to come. Everybody remember, no matter what is going on in your life, to always do something fun every single day. Until next time, this is Zach signing off.